So, welcome back. I hope you all enjoyed your break. We now have our second talker for the evening, and after our second talker we will then go into flash talks, and we of course have our feedback box that Amy's waving around aggressively. Go on, look aggressive, Amy. Go on, you can do it. So Amy's waving around the feedback box if you've got any, and of course you can contact us on the meetup page or on Facebook or Twitter. So our next talker is Jonathan Taylor, known inside of the company Nevada as JT, but we're going to call him Jonathan tonight. Jonathan or John? Whatever. Love that. So I couldn't find a picture of Jonathan, so I thought I'd just stick with a picture of Sarah from earlier, because it's quite a nice picture, isn't it? So sticking with a picture of Sarah. If you want to switch to Jonathan's presentation, again, our talkers do not get paid, guys, so they're here at their own time. They spend a lot of time rehearsing, don't they, John? Right, yeah. So can I give the background behind how you landed in this? So we were meant to have, we were meant to have Paul Blundell come and talk tonight, but Paul Blundell is in Berlin. Now, if Paul, you're a git if you're watching. So Paul was meant to do the talk. Unfortunately, Paul in Berlin. So, Jonathan, when did you join the company?
This is my first full week.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Let's have a round of applause for Jonathan. Just put it anywhere that's comfortable for you.
Hi all, Jonathan.
This works.
Oh,
excellent.
Fantastic. All right. Hi, my name's John. I work at Nevada. A little bit about myself. I've been in software. Actually, I should start off with, I was reading the meetup notes, the comments put on the meetup page, and someone here is so excited they nearly wet themselves.
That's me.
That's you.
That's me.
I want you all to temper your expectations about this presentation. It's not going to be that exciting.
You clean the house.
Is this me or is that you? Okay. Just about myself, I've been in software QA for about 23 years, but like I said, just joined Nevada a week ago, and Paul just dumped this on me and said, do a presentation about the history of testing at Nevada. Since I've been there a week, it might be, maybe we'll go on to the history of testing in the future, because I think that's where I come in a little bit better. So, I guess the presentation is more about how we started out our testing, doing, devs doing all of the testing, to getting actual testers in there, and then to developing our own testing process. And I don't think this, if anybody's been at a company for a very long time, this is not a very uncommon journey for testing departments to go through. I don't know which one this is. Nope, that way. So like I said, when we started building apps about 8 years ago, the devs did all the testing. They just decided on their own to test whatever they felt was critical, and they wrote some integration tests and they wrote some unit tests, but they didn't really decide with anybody else's involvement on what should be tested and how it should be tested. And you know, it was good. There was a good way to do things. We delivered high quality apps that way, and there are some advantages to doing that. Cost being a big thing, and we're able to deliver product with little cost to the client. So one of the applications that we built using this method was mom and pop shop Tesco. We built their application. Their online shopping application can browse thousands of recipes from that. And again, we, since the devs did all the testing, we didn't have anybody dedicated to it. We moved fast, we delivered very quickly, and we delivered a high quality product with very little cost to the client in terms of testing. So then, after that, we decided, you know, we need to tighten up our processes a little bit, and we started to use an external company for doing all of our testing, subcontracting. And this, again, it worked well. We delivered some high quality products doing this. But because there wasn't this tight feedback loop between what the devs were building and what needed to be testing, basically all they did, while they were asked to do, I shouldn't say they went off on their own, but all they were asked to do by the product owners was just do exploratory testing on the end of it, and just last 2 days of the sprint, here's your product, just bang away on it and see what you can find. And what that ended up happening is you just get false positives all the time with that. They think some part of the application is ready for testing, and it's really not. The other problem with using an outsourced testing solution is we don't retain any of knowledge inside of Navoda. So once the project's over, that's it. They go away, they keep the knowledge, and when we spin up a similar product later on, we have to employ the same guys in order to test it effectively. Now, again, we delivered some high quality products. This movie application that we did was it's a film application where something comes on the site delivers 30 films every day, and one comes on, one comes off. The other part that we used was building the home screen for the huddle. Everybody remembers the huddle. It was a good product. We also did the child safety part for children can use the huddle for only a certain number of hours per week. But again, we didn't have this tight feedback loop that we needed.
Just so you know, your predictor's not tracking.
Sorry.
There you go.
That's a huddle. So the next thing we did was to have clients provide the testers for the application. And this is what we're doing right now. It's a really good system that we've got. There's a lot of confidence, a high level of confidence from the client side and from our side with the automation that they put in place. Everything is, from the regression standpoint, is all automated. They're running tests and everything's working beautifully. Again, the biggest problem is that none of the knowledge is retained inside of Navoda. So again, when the project is over and the product ships, there goes all the information, all the learnings that we would have had otherwise would stay within QA, within testing. So this is what we're building right now for Channel 4, live streaming application. And yeah, so we have their clients. They're providing the testers to sit in-house. And the biggest advantage with this is because they sit in-house, they have a real tight feedback with the developers. They can just walk over their desk, just describe a bug, get it fixed really fast because they sit right there. But they also have a good relationship with the client because that's who they actually work for, Channel 4, and they work with the product owners there and they get everything done really quickly. So basically what we want to do is replicate that across different projects that we have within Navoda. So that's what we're doing now on this product that we're developing now, is we want to do all of the testing ourselves with dedicated testers on all of the teams. And this has the advantage of everything that we're doing for Channel 4, but we're going to keep all the knowledge within Navoda. Honestly, this not only increases the confidence from the client's perspective, but our own confidence in what we're delivering. So this is what we're doing for an application called Odds Checker. It's an online betting application. And again, we're doing we're getting testers to do all of this in-house. So now we're talking about the future. This is something, so all of that should have been done by Paul, because he has all the history behind all of this stuff. So now I've come on to Navoda as a QA lead, as a QA manager, as a hiring resource. So we can build a team of testers for every project, every product that we come to deliver. So we're going to embed testers on every small agile team and make sure those testers are autonomous. They test what, the team is autonomous, so they're going to work with product owners and developers and technical product owners to make sure everything is tested. And then make sure that there is a testing first approach to everything that's developed at Navoda. So one of the things that I need to encourage in everybody there is that testing starts way before the sprint is over, way months before the sprint is over, when we start challenging what is testable, what will be delivered, and what will be testable at the end of the sprint or whatever is being delivered. Make sure there's test automation on every product that we deliver, whether it's UI regression or platform compatibility testing, using something in the cloud. Make sure we publish metrics for everything that we test, and raise the visibility of QA. I know it's a bad word around here, QA. Make sure everything is raise the visibility of what's being tested and why we're being tested. So like I said, when we're handling all of the testing ourselves, with a dedicated test team. All the testing with the product owners is challenging everything that they want to deliver. Testers should be working closely with all of those people, TPOs and product owners and developers, and working side by side doing pair programming with developers to develop all of the test automation. The other thing that we don't get out of subcontractors who just come in and bang away on the application is innovation. Having them come on and say, we're going to test this new, use this new service out there that this chaos monkey testing or this security testing or something, and then try to sell that back into a client. It's just not going to work. The client wants to know what's being tested and how, and they don't want to have some new-fangled thing out there that they're not familiar with. So when we have our own dedicated testing teams, we'll encourage that to go out there and find some new service that nobody's using, whether it's some emulated platform, Testroid or something like that, or the monkey testing or some security testing. And then the last thing that we're going to make sure that everybody's doing is doing some post-analysis of what's gone out to production and make sure that we've exposed all the cracks in the application. That's something you don't get to do, is go back and have feedback on what you've done and what you've delivered and make sure it's better for the next delivery. And then, of course, always keeping the customer focus for everything we're doing. A lot of that can be lost. When developers are doing just the tests, they have deliverables that they are intent on, and the product owners don't always see that. So I really feel like it's up to the testers and QA to make sure that the client focus is always in focus. So that's it. It's not a surprise. We're recruiting as we're here. So we're starting new test teams I'll just move on to the next slide, in all of these places. So we do remote work for all of these things. So you can be in Liverpool and working on a Berlin team, or you can be in Berlin and working on a Liverpool project. But yeah, we're recruiting. I would say that Sarah is still here, but she's not. She left me. She abandoned me right as soon as the talk started. She just said, "See ya, good luck, you're on your own." But I'm still here, and I'll be here for the rest of the night. I'll be at the pub, so if you guys want to just chat or drop me a card, you can find me.